La cultura olmeca es misteriosa y interesante. Las olmeca demandan un imperio fuerte y combatan por comercio. Ellos usan basalto de lejos. Las olmeca hacen cabezas grandes de piedra. Las aztecas y mayas usan tecnología de las olmeca. Nosotros sabemos mucho, pero necesitamos más investigación. The first map shows kind of where the Olmec Empire was located. And the second map shows two important locations, La Venta and San Lorenzo, which was also called Tenochtitlan, but that's not the same as Aztec Tenochtitlan. They were a pretty long-lived empire from 1200 to 400 BC. Then the Mayans took over. Their religion is pretty unclear. We don't know a whole lot about it, simply because we haven't found many artifacts. But we know they had at least 3 deities, and one of them was representative of their god king. Their economy revolved around quarrying stones. Basalt is mainly what they used for the giant heads they made. Greenstone was sort of like jade and obsidian. And this is a piece of green obsidian that's found only in that region. Tenochtitlan is the birthplace of Olmec culture. It's where small tribal groups coalesced into larger civilization. It suffered a decline somewhere along in its history, possibly because the river changed course that was near it, or because of disease. La Venta, this was a major find for archaeologists because this is where they figured out a lot about Olmec culture. And this is also where the Olmecs moved, mainly after Tenochtitlan declined. It's also where they found the colossal heads, which is what told us a lot about them. This is some of them, and we can really tell a lot about the people that these depict because of what they were wearing. The celebrity, that would be like comparable to a modern football player. You can tell the headgear looks sort of like a helmet, woven helmet. The royal head would be much more ornamented and would denote that it's a king or queen. They made a lot of strides in writing and math, and this was the baseline for other peoples like the Mayas and the Aztecs. And they used logographs like this. These are also found at La Venta. Some of the technology they had included an early calendar, which had 260 days. A simple printing press, which would have used a roller stamp like this, and they would have had it mounted on a shaft and rolled it to make a repeating pattern. And they also came up with a lot of the irrigation systems that were used by later farmers. They had a lot of influence on the Aztec and Maya, especially as far as irrigation goes. They served as a baseline for some of the technology used in Aztec Tenochtitlan. They also passed down a lot of knowledge about stone carving to these peoples. This is a Zapotec head, which is a pretty minor people, but they really advanced on the Olmec carving and made detailed heads like this.